Live from WSLS, this is 10 News at 6, working for you.
Now at 6, the countdown to 2022 is on as we give you a live look at downtown Roanoke ahead of the festivities from Market Square to Times Square. Many are excited for celebrations to return. But this holiday also means more police.
And the last thing that people need is to be arrested for DUIs.
We're saying goodbye to yet another difficult year with hope for what's to come. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Lindsay Kennett. We are just hours away from ringing in the new year, but ahead of all the celebrations, an important reminder from state leaders and law enforcement. 10 News reporter Alyssa Ray explains the precautions being taken to prevent drunk driving and keep people safe on the roads as we count down to 2022.
New Year's Eve is a time to celebrate with friends and family, but there's a statewide initiative to do so responsibly.
If one chooses to be out on the road, we will have plenty of law enforcement agents out there to keep our streets safe.
Checkpoint Strike Force is a program that increases deployment of law enforcement to identify and apprehend drunk driving, and it's a public education campaign to prevent it.
This is happening throughout the Commonwealth, and it needs to. That's why we have 116 different law enforcement agencies throughout the Commonwealth that are engaged in this.
There's a significant uptick of drunk driving during the holiday season, and over a third of traffic deaths in America on New Year's involves drunk drivers.
Law enforcement are well aware of it, which is one of the reasons that they're going to be out there in force today, tonight, but also tomorrow.
In the Star City, police continue to crack down on impaired driving.
But 23 law enforcement agencies in Roanoke conducting a half a dozen sobriety checkpoints these last 2 weeks of this month. But in addition, almost 100, in fact, the exact number is 88 saturation patrols. Saturation patrols are law enforcement deployment that are doing nothing but looking for impaired drivers.
As Virginians get ready to ring in 2022, Governor Northam has one more request for 2021.
Drink and party and enjoy the holidays responsibly, but don't put yourself or others at risk.
A lot of people will certainly be happy to say goodbye to 2021, but we're far from saying goodbye to COVID-19. The Virginia Department of Health recommends that New Year's celebrations take place outside to help curb the spread as cases surge. If you're planning on getting together indoors, VDH recommends everyone wear a mask, regardless of vaccination status.
Omicron and Delta are coming to the party, whether we want it to or not. We just want everyone to look out for each other and take personal responsibility to help stop the spread.
If you do celebrate with others, they want you to get tested for COVID-19 and quarantine if you start to feel sick. Well, after it was canceled last year, Virginia's biggest New Year's Eve celebration is back in Roanoke. The Big Lick Downtown Countdown starts in just a few hours. 10 News reporter Annie Schroeder is live from Market Square ahead of the festivities. Annie, talk to us. How is it down there?
Hey, Lindsay. Well, despite the rain, people have been here for a few hours getting ready for the big festivities. And honestly, it's not New Year's Eve in Roanoke without Big Lick's Downtown Countdown. Of course, we have organizer JD stop in with Big Lick Entertainment. So how does it feel to be back? You know, obviously last year, kind of a damper on things. So how does it feel back to be back here in the Star City?
The amount of gratitude that I felt today, I mean, it's hard to not get emotional just thinking about it. From working with the city, from working with all of our sponsors, the volunteers, staff, the restaurants and retail downtown, it really feels like a community effort. Now, I was at Awful Arthur's yesterday, and they're talking about how they're excited about the event because it's going to bring folks down that will go and eat at the restaurant and hang out and everything there. And I just feel like the community just continues to grow and come together. And I have a big positive outlook on it tonight. It feels fantastic.
Yeah, that's definitely great going into the new year. So, you know, if people are getting ready to head downtown here, you know, anything you want them to know, you know, ahead of the event?
Definitely think about all the great parking options that are just around here, too. Think about the hotels that are still available. Do not drink and drive. You know, being considerate of your community right now is everything. Thinking about those masks when you're indoors, when you're not eating or drinking. You can space out in our big open air space out here. And just think about those other folks that might not be as comfortable and give them that consideration as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for your time, JD. And if you're planning on coming down, things get started at 8. Live in Roanoke tonight, Annie Schroeder, 10 News, working for you.
Well, let's turn to your forecast now, where we're tracking some scattered showers. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Hanowich is here with what to expect. Those folks downtown are dodging some rain.
Yeah, I can tell you that it's drier now than it was at 5 o'clock, which is good news. I will tell you also that the chance for rain as we ring in 2022 is going to be lower than it will be over the next couple of hours. So certainly some scattered showers will rule the roost for about maybe the next 2 to 3 hours. And after that, I think only a stray shower will be around at midnight. First and foremost, you'll notice maybe a stray shower out across parts of Franklin and Henry counties, with more rain situated in West Virginia from Beckley over towards White Sulphur Springs. That's heading towards Covington here within about the next 20 minutes or so. Also seeing some light to moderate rain out across parts of Appomattox, Charlotte, and Campbell counties. Rustburg, Evergreen among the folks right now, seeing some light to moderate showers. All this moving east at 40 miles per hour. Now, as we ring in the new year, temperatures will likely be in the upper 50s. A stray shower cannot be ruled out, but more rain chances come back into play by around 3 o'clock in the morning. So as we look at New Year's weekend, temperatures Saturday 70, falling into the middle 60s on Sunday. Best chance for rain Saturday will be in the morning, then Saturday night into midday Sunday. Another chance for rain pushes in, then another little break, and then another chance for rain and snow pushes in Sunday night into Monday morning. Lindsay?
Tonight, many are remembering Betty White. The Hollywood icon passed away today at the age of 99. From the Mary Tyler Moore Show to Golden Girls, her career spanned a stunning 80-plus years, starting when she was just 17. White broke the record for the longest television career by a female entertainer and was considered one of America's best-loved stars. Regional leaders in Buena Vista, Lexington, and Rockbridge County hope they can grow more economic and business opportunities for the area through a new agricultural innovation center. 10 News anchor Brittany McGraw explains how they plan to use a vacant factory and more than $500,000 from the Commonwealth to make it happen.
From the outside, it may not look like much is happening at the former Mundit Hermatite factory in Buena Vista, but take a step inside.
What we have here is what we call a UUV. It's an unmanned underwater vehicle.
And you can see the work already underway to attract businesses and entrepreneurs to this space.
We're in a space where you're able to learn from each other and help one another and pretty much band together. And we have put together a pretty fantastic brain trust here.
That culture of collaboration is possible because the Advancement Foundation and other partners are working to transform this 40,000 square foot factory into a flagship agricultural facility called the Agricultural Innovation Center. The goal is to create a facility where businesses and ideas thrive and entrepreneurs are able to network with and support fellow entrepreneurs.
When people come together like that, you can make amazing things happen, and we're already seeing that, and we haven't even started.
Even though the center is still under development, Tim Tingler, president of Quest Night Enterprises based in Leesburg, is already using the space to expand his drone and unmanned underwater vehicle firm into Buena Vista, not only to build his business, but also the local community.
The goal is to provide some jobs, do some economic stimulation, workforce development, and job creation.
Governor Ralph Northam recently announced the center will get more than $500,000 in growth and opportunity grants to advance the project, funding that comes right on time to continue to grow this multi-use facility.
Bettina Ring, Secretary of Ag, has encouraged this as potential to be a model for other additional hubs that may open up across other regions. So we set the bar really high, but it's a very dynamic project.
Brittany McGraw, 10 News, working for you.
Still ahead, kicking off the new year as a multi-millionaire, what some in our area would do if they won the Powerball jackpot. And this year, our corner of the Commonwealth saw all kinds of weather. We take a look back at some of the biggest headlines here at home. There is more lottery fever as we head into the new year. That's because tomorrow's Powerball jackpot is now $500 million. It was raised after no one matched all 6 numbers in Wednesday's drawing. Many in our area are hoping they'll claim the prize and become the first winner since October.
I would give a lot away to just charitable organizations and, people who need it.
The first thing I would do with it is help some friends of mine that I know that are really down. And then maybe take a trip.
Virginia lottery officials say the estimated payout is $356 million.
You are looking at a live picture from our Virginia Tech Skycam in Blacksburg. Ground is wet, although there's no fresh rain really falling at this point, but you're not done with the rain yet. Looks like it's going to be wet at times this weekend. We'll let you know when the wettest times will be coming up.
From ice storms to tornadoes and near record warmth, if there's one thing we know about weather in southwest and central Virginia, it changes frequently. Meteorologist Chris Michaels gives us a look back at the top weather stories of 2021.
Last winter, as a whole, didn't bring much snow to southwest Virginia. But a string of ice storms left parts of the area without power for days. Thousands were in the dark after a February ice storm in Southside, one that dropped more than half an inch of ice in the eastern half of our area. This left Jesse Flack, a Danville Utilities lineman, injured as he tried to restore power. Tina Galden, a family friend of Flack's, told 10 News.
They had to bring him back twice on the way to the hospital, and as he thinks about that, he's wondering why in the world is he still here? He should be dead.
Months later, tropical season arrived and left a mark on the country. Ida, a Category 4 storm that devastated Louisiana and caused catastrophic flooding in New York.
If you're not in the right place, you're a goner.
Left its footprint on the New River Valley. A pair of EF1 tornadoes, one of which was caught on camera.
We were watching the news and we seen the storm cloud come over the farm,
damaging a barn and snapping several trees. The tropics seemingly and abruptly shut off in the fall as drought concerns began to worsen.
A very small spark can grow very quickly in these types of fire conditions. Be extremely careful.
Nearby, a wildfire burned more than 1,000 acres on Pilot Mountain in North Carolina. At least half our area currently in a drought with severe conditions in parts of Southside. Lastly, parts of the area, specifically in Roanoke and Lynchburg, are on pace for near-record warmth again. 2021 going down as one of the warmest years on record in the Star City and Hill City. I'm Chris Michaels, 10 News, working for you.
And here's a look at the radar here at 6:17, and you'll notice that we are indeed seeing some rain showers knocking on the doorstep of the Commonwealth, if not now just entering the Commonwealth into areas, say, near Callahan and Allegheny County. This is the area of rain that we've been watching from Beckley, extending now towards Callahan, including White Sulphur Springs. Covington, if it's not there yet, it's going to arrive here very, very soon, like within the next couple of minutes. And then Clifton Forge, you're next in line for that rain within about the next 15 minutes or so, as all of this is pushing to the east at a clip of around about 40 miles per hour. Future tracker showing that by around 9-10 o'clock, I think that we're going to be in a little bit of a lull in the activity. And that's good news for your New Year's revelers, as it is going to be, I think, for the most part, dry at midnight. Maybe not completely dry, maybe just a couple of showers here or there, but the rain then fills in by around 3 a.m. So by the time 4, 5, 6 a.m. roll around, it's going to be pretty wet across the viewing area. By around 8 a.m., the best chance for rain will be in areas along and north of Highway 460. Then in the afternoon, tomorrow we get a little bit of a break. But we're not done yet. We're going to have more rain pushing in as we head, say, late tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, into at least the first part of the day Sunday. I think the best chance for rain early on Sunday will be in areas along and east of Highway 29. And then by Sunday afternoon, you guessed it, another break in the activity before more rain starts to push in tomorrow, or I should say Sunday night, and that rain could change over to snow in the mountains as we head into later Sunday night and Monday morning. So again, this cold front is going to really do a job on us. It's going to eventually really cool us down. It's going to allow the winds to increase. We're looking at a gusty day on Saturday into Sunday. We're also looking at the chance for some snow as we head Sunday night into early Monday, especially in areas west of the Parkway. NRV, Highlands, you have the best chance for some snow here as we look at Sunday night and early Monday, where you could pick up to an inch of snow, mainly on the grass because the ground is very warm. But regardless, by Monday, those high temperatures drop big time. Looking at highs Monday in the 40s with overnight lows Sunday night in the 20s. As far as how much rain we see here as we head through the weekend, I would say anywhere from about a half an inch to an inch and a half of rain before all is said and done. Temperatures right now 619, middle 50s in Covington, Lexington, Roanoke, also in Hillsville and Galax. Hot spot right now, Danville, you're in the low to mid 60s. High temperatures as we look towards New Year's Day going to hit anywhere between, say, the 60s and low to mid 70s. It is certainly going to be very, very warm for us here as we start out 2022, but it's not going to last all that long as colder air returns Sunday night into Monday. And looking ahead to next week, limited precipitation chances will be around until late week. So this weekend looks wet at times. Next week will dry out, see more sunshine, but turn much, much colder. And that's because the jet stream is going to prevent us from really seeing a whole lot of rain until late next week. Tonight, mostly cloudy. More rain develops after midnight. Overnight lows 50 to 58. Again, for the next couple of hours, we're going to have scattered showers. Then we're going to have a little bit of a break for a little while. All right, for tomorrow, a rainy morning, still quite warm with highs in the 60s and low to mid 70s. Your extended forecast showing temperatures falling late on Sunday. Eventually, overnight lows Sunday night in the 20s. Highs Monday, Tuesday in the 40s. And we're back into the low to mid 50s Wednesday and Thursday, falling into the 40s again 1 week from today.
We're back with 10.
All right.
We're back.
We will back here at 7. NBC Nightly News is next.